My 7-year-old son's brilliant way to never lose the only key he has for this lock. Ah, yeah, the perfect spot. He's never gonna lose it. He can't use the lock, but at least he didn't do it after he attached it to something. This is fine. Hey everyone, my name is Jake and welcome to Kids Are Stupid, where we're gonna be looking at, yep, you guessed it, kids being stupid. And yeah, it's just stories of kids being stupid and kids actually being stupid. That's it. Enjoy! A story from my childhood. Once, when I was a wee lad, I asked my mother if I could peel the potatoes. She said yes, but be careful. I thought, why do I have to be careful? It's a potato peeler. That's all it can peel. To prove myself right, I went outside, pressed the peeler to my thumb quite hard, and shoved forward. It was at that moment I realized tool and utensils names can be misleading. Ah, you think? Hey, it's a lesson worth learning, but I don't know actually. Pretending to sleep.
If you're asleep, your arm will stay in the air like that. If you're asleep.
Okay, yeah. yeah, she must be asleep. That's definitely asleep. Parents posting the stupid reasons their kids are crying is my new favorite thing. We wouldn't let him swim in the sea. He can't swim and it's 6 degrees. Oh, I feel bad for some parents. And someone replied with, yesterday my kid cried because he wasn't allergic to mashed potatoes. Like, wow, like kids, it's just stupid. I was at my grandmother's. She had one of those peppermint hard candies, and I looked at the bag. It said, not suitable for kids younger than 8, or something like that. I distinctively remember thinking, whatever, I'm 7, it'll be fine. And nearly the exact moment I put it in my mouth, I sucked too hard and choked on it. At least you're alive, at least you're still alive, but you're definitely gonna be following those ages now. I remember when I was younger, I thought perish was a good word. I was praying with my family one night, and then I prayed that we would all perish. The silence that filled the room is unforgettable. Oh, like saying that sentence is bad enough, but that's especially bad whilst praying. Your family must have thought, oh my god, we've raised a demon. When I was young, my older sister would hide one of those really big pretzel sticks in a bag of small pretzels, and she'd pull it out and tell me that it was the rare Giga pretzel. She'd give me the only special pretzel, but only if I did her chores. I thought this pretzel was completely different from the other ones we had in the jars. Oh, that sister is smart though. Like, how old was she compared to you? 'Cause that's ingenious. Did anyone else think there was a creature that lived in the toilet that would bite your butt if you sat for too long? Or was that just me? I think maybe just you? I don't remember having this. Did anyone else? When I was 7, my much older sister who lived with us was pregnant. She yelled to our mum that her water had broken. I went into the bathroom and turned on the tap and yelled back, the water isn't broken anymore. Are you sure she wasn't talking about the kitchen sink or maybe the other bathroom? I don't know. I used to think that aneurysm was just another word for headache, so I screamed, I'm having an aneurysm at the top of my lungs. The problem is that I had mistaken aneurysm for orgasm and ended up screaming, I'm having an orgasm as a 10-year-old with my family around. Oh, that's like the worst fail you could possibly pull off. As a kid, I used to think that if everyone in the world would go to sleep at the same time, night would skip and it would become day instantly. To be fair, have we ever tried it? No, probably not. Not everyone has slept at the same time. It could work. Like, it could actually just skip the day. It probably wouldn't, but it could. It works in Minecraft, right? So, could it? We told our 3-year-old, don't be afraid of the dark, nothing will hurt you. So he decided, nothing must be a monster that will hurt him. And now he's in our bed at 2:30 AM complaining that he's very afraid of nothing. And also, he's not tired anymore, and can he have breakfast now? 2:30 AM, that must hurt. Today, while my 6-year-old son was getting ready for his shower, he looked right into my eyes and said, "You know, Mum, I've tasted my own pee." Of course, I didn't believe him because he sees werewolves in his room and a bunch of other 6-year-old nonsense. I asked him how he tried it, and he explained that while he was in the shower, he took the lid off my shaving gel, peed in it, and took a sip. I knew then that he was telling the truth. He told me that it tasted terrible, so the next time he took a shower, he tried it again. This guy drank his own pee twice. He said it tasted like rotten soda. I made him swear to never drink it again and to never tell a soul. I can't really tell anyone that my kid is a pee drinker, so I decided to tell strangers on the internet. I just can't get over it. Not only once did he try it, he thought, oh, maybe it was just bad that time. I'll try it again. How about that? But, yeah, you've got to worry about him telling the truth. Like, those werewolves might be real. I found this picture of my daughters from over 20 years ago when I caught them bringing alcohol to their slumber party with their friends. Don't worry, they didn't drink at their age, they just thought they should do what the adults do. Yeah. I mean, the one on the left looks like she has been drinking it, but... Alright, we're gonna be watching Colton. Apparently he's got some moves.
I'm gonna show you the Colton Boogie. You ready? Get it.
Yeah. So, some real good moves here. Are you sure Colton's okay? Okay, alright, I trust you. Oh, I think we saw this on a different subreddit, but this deserves to be on here. Just the charge. Look how fast this kid's running with the sword. Oh, oh, the timing. Poor kid. My son said, "Daddy, I remember taking this picture when I was a baby. It's my baby picture." To be fair, you look exactly the same. Like, the kid there and then the kid in the picture, identical. When I was 9 or so, I caught a moth in a cup and wanted to keep it as a pet. I went online to see what moths like to eat, and I read that moths like salt. So I took a container of Morton salt and poured it into the cup and directly onto the moth, instantly killing it. Well, at least it was instant, and the moth didn't... I mean, yeah, it's a moth. Kindergartner makes 911 call after dad drives through red light. God, snitch. That's what he is. He's a snitch. People who have faked their own death. What's your story? I was 6 years old at the time and dying of boredom. I wanted to express that death. So I went into the bathroom, spilled my mother's red nail polish all over me, and lay down on the floor with my tongue sticking out. After about 5 minutes of laying there, my dad finally walked in. He stared at me for about 3 seconds, and then stepped over my lifeless body to reach the sink, where he proceeded to brush his teeth. No questions were asked. My friend's daughter just entered his home workspace and wordlessly handed this note to him while he was on a conference call. David pooped in his pants. Alright, cheers for the message. Thanks for giving me the note. This guy's just sat on the conference call going, "Oh, so, I've gotta go. Yeah, something's come up, but..." When I was a child, I thought that when I died, the world would start all over again, that the dinosaurs would come back, and this whole cycle would happen until I was born. Again. To be fair, it could. You never know. We don't know yet. You should probably live life to the fullest though still, but it could happen. Not really sure what he was going for here. Oh, the old slip and slide. No, you're not supposed to run on it. Yep. He just wanted to go on the grass, that's all. When I was like 7, I thought that everyone heard every language in English. Like when speaking German, in their mind, they'd hear it in English and not German. I guess you can't really comprehend what these people are thinking when you only think in English. When I was a kid, I would go and stand in front of the mirror trying to be faster of my reflection. It didn't work. Oh, did it not? I thought it might. When I was 7 or 8, I saw an episode of the Batman TV show where the Joker broke into the Batcave and spray painted "ha ha ha" all over the Batcave, and I decided to do the same thing with a can of bright red spray hair coloring. When I got caught, I told them the Joker came out of the TV and did it. Yeah, that's gonna work, that excuse. Oh, my bad, yeah, it was the Joker. When I was a 4 or 5-year-old boy, I put my hand on the hot stove plate and burned it. My grandparents drove me to the nearest hospital and I got a wound dressing. After we arrived back home, I wanted to check if the heat was real and put my other hand on the plate. Gotta make sure. Why was the heat still on though? Why? When I was very small, I heard about money laundering and became paranoid about emptying my pockets before putting clothes in the wash. I thought you could get in big trouble for letting money get laundered. Also, I learned the phrase viewer discretion is advised, and I knew discretion meant that you shouldn't talk about some things to some people. So I thought it meant it was okay to watch the show that said that, but you shouldn't tell anyone else you had watched it. In regards to the first one, I don't know how you knew about money laundering. Like, I don't know where that's come up. Is your family laundering money? Maybe, but you can get in big trouble for laundering money. Yeah, so you're not wrong there. Today, you're going to be trying snacks from Korea. Have you ever heard of Korea? No. Suvi, you're Korean. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. When I was 5 years old, I found a broken curtain rod in the trash. I used it to pry open a manhole cover. The rod snapped and the lid crushed my hand, breaking my thumb. Why did I try to get into the sewer? I was looking for the Ninja Turtles. I am in my 30s now, and my hand is still covered in scars from that day. I mean, it's like a tattoo, I guess. You're gonna remember that day for the rest of your life. When I was about 7, I was curious about the emergency broadcast system tests they would do on the TV sometimes. I thought maybe the system was for if you had an emergency, you could ask for help. One day I was watching TV when a test started. I looked around to make sure my mum wasn't near and then quietly said to the TV, "Help, my house is on fire." Then I sat back on the couch, got really freaking scared that I was going to get in trouble and listened for the fire trucks. The TV is listening to us, guys, no. Wow, are you watching on a TV? It could be hearing you. That's totally irrelevant, but click on screen and watch another video. There's two there. You can subscribe and watch more, and there's a homepage. Suggest, I don't know. Just enjoy, yeah.